Hey guys, welcome. We are hitting lower body today, focusing on glutes and quads. You are going to need some heavy dumbbells. You are going to need a resistance band. You are going to need something to elevate your front foot. So you could use, if you have plate weights, you can use those. You can use a yoga block. You can use a set of books. Anything like that that will just lift up that front foot, and something that you can put under your heels to elevate those heels in squats. So again, you could use a yoga block, might be too big, but you can use books. If you have hexagon weights, you can even have your heel up on that weight, okay? So that's what we need today. Grab your water. We will get started with that warm-up. We're just gonna start. You can even throw your band around your legs if you're feeling crazy for your warm-up. We're gonna start with some in and out squats. So we're just gonna sink down into that squat, and then we're gonna step out. We're coming in and out, in and out. Just slowly starting to fire up those lower body muscles, making that core work, practicing that breath. Awesome, sinking down, driving up, watching those knees are tracking on those outside three toes. Remember, our warm-up is kind of like our practice for that workout. So this is a great time to slow it down, get rid of all those weights, and really just focus on that form, thinking about those cues. Good job. A couple more here. Starting to feel that blood flowing, maybe those lower body muscles. We're getting a little bit lower, that range of motion is increasing. Come to center. We're gonna go into a regular squat now, and we're gonna add an arm swing in. So we're gonna hold our hands together here. We're down and swinging up. So starting to add in a little bit of upper body work here. Maybe we feel that heart rate increasing a bit. Good job. Go 3, 2, and 1. From here, we're gonna go into some lateral rocks. So we're gonna sink down, and we're gonna go 1, 2, and then back the other way. You can do as many steps as you want, however much room you have, but we're gonna go at least 2 steps each way. Stay nice and low, feeling those quads, really start to warm up here. That's why we're adding in some blocks here in today's workout. Really help us target the fronts of our legs here. We've worked hamstrings already. Now we're gonna hit those quads. And let's go one more this way. Perfect. Hit some hip circles here. We'll start with that left leg. Big circles. Warming up those hips. We've got squats, lunges, deadlifts today. And other side. We're gonna have some sneaky core in between a couple sets. So right here, we're just gonna go into some twists to warm up that core, bringing that opposite elbow to opposite knee. Working that spine rotation here. Good job. 3, 2, 1. Let's step back into a lunge. From here, we're gonna reach forward, reach 45, reach side, and then we're gonna go tap, tap, tap. Step it back. Reach, reach, reach. Tap 3 times. 1, 2, 3. One more time on this side. Reach, reach, and reach. Tap it 3 times. 3, 2, 1. Other side. We're gonna reach forward, reach 45, reach out to the side, tap 3, 2, 1. And again, reach, reach, and reach. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. One more time. We're gonna reach all 3 directions. Tap it in 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Let's finish off with some jumping jacks. Get that heart rate up. Our prime workout today, 1 minute. We're gonna do a curl and press. So you're gonna grab that weight next. Making sure it's a weight that's appropriate for you to press overhead. And we'll finish up our warm up in 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Okay. Grab those dumbbells and we'll get into that first exercise. All right, guys, here we go. So our curl and press, that is our exercise, our prime exercise. Get those tracking sheets ready. You are counting your reps. We are here for 1 minute. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. So we're going into that curl, pressing up overhead. Bring it back down. Even if you're not tracking your full workout, that's all right. You guys kind of choose what you want to do with those tracking sheets. But I would suggest at least tracking these prime exercises, because we are going to be repeating the 6 of them in months to come. So it would be kind of cool to watch that progress with certain exercises and see how you're improving, and making sure every few weeks you increase that weight just a little bit so we're getting stronger. We're almost there, guys. Keep going. I need to turn my watch up. Yes, we've got 15 seconds left. Keep going. Ooh, I went a little heavy here. Am I gonna make it? I don't know. I'm hoping you can't hear all those cracking. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, write down that number, all right? And we're gonna get into our workout. So, first circuit, we've got 3 exercises. Front squat, 2 weights racked here. We're sinking into that squat. Weight is in front of us. Don't let it pull you forward. Second move, we're gonna go into a static lunge. We're stepping back, nice heavy weights here, sinking down into that lunge, driving up. Third move, we're gonna go into a deadlift clean. So we are hinging, driving up, racking those weights, and we step back, deadlift, and clean, okay? Those are our 3 exercises. We're gonna go through that twice. Then we're gonna go into our core, which is going to be wood choppers. Then we're gonna do that one more time, similar to our first week. 2 sets, core break, final set, all right? Okay, we've got 2 circuits. No, we've got 3, we have 2 circuits. I can't count, all right? Okay, here we go. We are starting with those front squats, racking those weights here, making sure we're grabbing nice heavy weights. 5 seconds left. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. You can add weights to your thighs. No. You can add a resistance band to your thighs here if you'd like as well. Add a little bit extra resistance. And again, that is a great way if you are someone that on that squat, you're looking in a mirror, these knees are bowing in. You're going to be actively pushing that band out, so you're thinking about that, and those knees are staying, tracking on those outside 3 toes like they should. So kind of a double bonus there. Nice heavy weights, this front squat, helping us use that core a little bit more. 1 more, and rest. Okay. Static lunge next. So we're gonna take those 20 seconds here. We're really gonna rest. We're using heavy weights here, guys. So the heart rate is gonna be up. The end of that 40 seconds, we're struggling through those last couple reps, okay? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Stepping back with that right foot. We're sinking down, driving up. Slow and controlled here, guys. See how this weight is feeling. This should be hard. Feel that quad working. Remember we talked about with those glutes, kind of hinging a little bit more forward. Here we want to stay up a little bit more straight, and you'll feel the difference from here. You're feeling that glute work a little bit more. Here, you're feeling that quad work a little bit more into that lunge as you're driving up. 1 more. Rest. We're going next to those RDL, those deadlift cleans. We've got those feet hip width apart. Gentle bend in those knees. We're not locking out those knees. We're gonna send those hips back. Power up to that clean, okay? Again, nice heavy weights here, guys. 3, 2, 1. Sinking down to that deadlift. Pop up to that clean and reset. Deadlift. Up to that clean, hitting those glutes here, that whole posterior chain, getting that heart rate up, big power move. Hinge, send those glutes back, driving up to that clean. Good job, guys. Take your time. Making sure we're engaging that core. Keep that core strong. Almost there. We'll get a little break. One more. And rest. Good job. Okay, let's set those weights down. We'll take a little bit of a rest here. We're going to do those moves one more time. We're going to switch to the other side on those static lunges this time. Grab a drink. We've got about 10 seconds left here. First time, I'm remembering water. Workout 4. Not bad, not bad. Okay, here we go, guys. Front squat, 40 seconds. In 3, 2, 1. Sink down nice and deep in that squat. Remember, full range of motion. We are trying to drop those hips below those knees. Drive up through those heels. And if you can, don't cheat and set those weights on your shoulders here. Have them out in front. Have that core working for us to keep those muscles here, or keep those weights here. Good job, guys. Almost there. Quads and glutes. One more. Awesome. Okay, we are going into those static lunges next. We are going to have our right leg forward this time, right? Whichever you didn't have last time. 10 seconds left in that rest. Slow and controlled in these lunges. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Sinking down, driving up. Watch that knee is staying over that ankle as we come up. We don't want it out to the side. Tracking on those outside 3 toes. Lower all the way down, all the way up. 3 rounds. We're doing basic moves. This is how we build muscle, guys. Picking up those heavy weights, focusing on those lunges, those squats, and rest. It doesn't have to be fancy. You gotta do the exercise right. You gotta pick the right weight. And we're gonna see that change. We're gonna see that muscle grow. 10 seconds left. We're going into those RDL cleans. And then we're gonna do a little core break, all right? Here we go, in 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna hinge, drive up to that clean, reset. Making sure we're not holding our breath. As we go through these workouts, we get a little winded. We try to hold our breath. We try to do those short chest breaths, making sure we're filling that belly, 360 breaths. This is not a squat. We are hinging, pushing up with that power. Awesome job, guys. You're doing so good. One more. Rest. Okay, we're gonna do 20 seconds. Then we're gonna take a single weight here, and we're gonna step into standing wood choppers here. So 1 foot forward, we're gonna step up and back. Step forward and back. We're gonna stay on this side, and then we'll do the other side after our second circuit, okay? All right, a few seconds left in our rest. We're gonna be there for 40 seconds. 5-second rest, left. Here we go, guys. Step forward with that right foot. So start that weight on that right hip. 3, 2, and 1. Feeling that core work here, guys. We are mainly working those glutes and quads today, adding in a little bit of core, working in that transverse plane with this rotation. Making these workouts count. 30 minutes, but we gotta make it efficient. We gotta make it effective. Keep going, guys. Almost there. One more, and rest. All right, let's set that weight down. We'll take a nice little break here before we get into Circuit 2, final circuit. So we're about halfway done our workout. We do this, we've got that burnout move, and then we are done. All right, so continue enjoying your rest. Last 3 moves. First move, front foot elevated. We are going to step back to that reverse lunge, drive that knee forward. So I want to make sure you have something nice and stable here. You don't have to elevate that front foot if you don't want. You can go into that reverse lunge with that knee drive. You can also modify and just go to a toe tap here. I just want you to try to keep most of that weight on this leg, okay? Okay, that's our first move. Second move, elevated heels. So we're gonna put some books, some weights, some blocks underneath our heels. So we're up on our toes, and we are going to grab a single weight, and we're gonna sink into a squat here, and we're gonna go pulse, pulse, switch, and switch. So 2 pulses, and then we're switching that hand, okay? You are gonna feel those quads burning in that one. And final move, we're gonna go into calf raises. So we're just gonna grab 2 weights into that calf raise, slowly lower. If you have something sturdy, like stairs nearby, or like an actual step, you can go on that to do these. Don't do that on a yoga block. Don't try to get crazy and creative. You don't need to fall, okay? Yoga blocks will just flip over, because I know that because I've done it, okay? So it's gonna be something nice and stable. The floor is perfectly fine, all right? Just nice and slow and controlled. Sounds fun, right? Okay, all right, last few seconds of our rest. Really enjoy this. Give those muscles a break so we can pick back up those nice heavy weights. So we are starting with that front foot elevated. We are stepping back to that reverse lunge and knee drive. Depending on where you're at, you can add weights here. Try a couple out with those weights, see how they feel, or just go into body weight. All right, okay, we're almost there. Nice deep breaths, grab that last sip of water. Let's kick off this final circuit. Here we go, 5 seconds left. In 3, 2, 1. So we're gonna step back, drive that knee forward. Stepping back, drive that knee forward. This is working that core so much. It's working those hip stabilizers, especially if you've got that heavy weight. You are going to feel those quads burning. If you need to set those weights down, that's fine, guys. This is definitely a challenging move, especially if you've got that front foot elevated. Making sure, again, we are elevating that front foot on something nice and stable. Let's go 1 more and rest. Okay, next, let's elevate those heels. I actually don't have anything to do that, because if you have bare feet, it really hurts to do it on these weights, but we'll try it anyway. Okay, I'm gonna use this. So single weight, we're gonna elevate those heels. We're gonna sink nice and low into this squat. In 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna go pulse, pulse, and switch. Pulse, pulse, and switch. Stay low. We're not coming up at any point, like I'm doing right now, cheating. We're staying nice and low, and we're pulsing. And then we're switching. And then we're gonna pulse 2 more on that side. And you're probably cursing me by now. This looks like such a simple little move. Those legs are on fire. We want to come out of this squat, but we're gonna stay nice and low. That's how we're gonna build strength in these legs. Feel those quads burning. 1 more, and rest. Whew, that one's a doozy. All right, into our heel, no, what are they called? Calf raises next. So we're gonna grab 2 nice heavy weights. 5 seconds left. Here we go, 3, 2, and 1. Into those heel raises, slow and controlled, lower down. Again, you can use that stair if you want, especially, you can even just do these body weight, that's fine. On the stairs, you can get that more range of motion where you're dropping that heel below, holding onto a wall or something if you need help with that balance. Great time here to catch your breath. And if that heart rate isn't elevated, if you're not struggling through this, I strongly recommend grabbing that heavier weight, going deeper in those, and rest, going deeper in those squats and lunges, really pushing yourself. Add that band if you need to. If you need that little extra resistance, all right? Okay, we're starting again at the top. We're gonna raise that other foot this time. So opposite of what you did last time. So you're better at remembering this than me. Here we go, in 3, 2, 1. We're stepping back up to that knee drive. You will probably notice that one side is always stronger, is always more stable. You're much more balanced on one side. Slow and controlled move here, guys, as you push, engage that core. If you're having trouble with that balance, that is one thing to focus in on, keeping that core nice and strong. One more. And rest. Okay, we're gonna elevate those heels again. Into those pulse switches. Now you know what's coming, so you're probably looking forward to these even less now. And if those are easy for you, it's rude. Grab a heavier weight, sink deeper in that squat. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna pulse, pulse, and swap. So we are not coming out of that squat at any point. Have those shoulders back. Let's not round our back. We don't want to be hunched over here. Nice neutral spine, core is engaged. Whew, this is a long 40 seconds here. Come on, guys, keep going. Calf raises next. We'll give those quads a bit of a break. We've got this, 5 seconds left. Keep going, guys, don't give up. Oh, and rest. Okay, here we go. Calf raises next. We get our little core break, and then we're doing each exercise one more time. Nice deep breaths. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, into those calf raises. Use that time here to work on those breaths. Remember, fully 360 breath, expanding all through that rib cage, circle all around. Watch we're not locking out our knees here. Let's go one more, slowly lower, and rest. Good job. All right. We are next going to go into that core. So we are going to do those step through wood choppers on the other side. So we are going to start with that weight on that left hip. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. I think I used a heavier weight last time. I don't want to be lopsided. And swing through. Awesome job, guys. We are here for 40 minutes. Nope, 40 seconds. That would be a lot of wood choppers. 40 seconds. We can do anything for 40 seconds. And if this is not hard, again, if your mind is drifting, you're thinking about what your snack after your workout's gonna be, I highly encourage you to grab that heavier weight or to pick up that tempo. Go faster. One more. And rest. We want to be struggling, fighting for our life through these workouts. Not thinking about what we're doing next, what snack we're eating, what our to-do list is doing. Okay, take a break here. Each exercise, one more time. We have mastered all these exercises. We know what weights we need. So these form, our technique is going to be perfect on this final set. For our knee drives this time, instead of single leg, we're just gonna alternate. We're not gonna elevate that front foot. We're just stepping back, knee drive down, step back, knee drive down, okay? If you're not doing the knee drive, just alternating reverse lunges. All right, here we go. Let's start off. We are doing those reverse step backs. Okay, we've got a few seconds left in our rest here, hang on. So now that we're not elevating that front foot, maybe it's feeling a little easier. Maybe we can go a little heavier with those weights, all right? Or if you weren't using weights before, add in some weights here. All right, here we go, guys. 5 seconds left. In 3, 2, and 1. Slow and controlled, stepping back, driving that knee forward, and reset. Other leg. Good job, guys. Last time we're doing this move. We can get through it. Nice heavy weights. Those legs should be on fire. We are at the point now where we're like, I don't know if I can get through these last couple reps. And if that's how you're feeling, that is perfect. That's where we want to be. We want to be struggling here. We want that heart rate up. One more and rest. Good job. All right, into our favorite move next. Elevate those heels, get that single weight ready. Let's try to stay as low as we can in this squat. Oh my Lord, for it being fall, well, almost fall, this weather is hot today. Here we go, 3, 2, and 1. I'm not complaining, I do not want snow, but wow. Awesome job, guys. Keep going here, keep that core strong. As we go, you find yourself, you're coming up a little bit, all of a sudden we're way up here, we're doing these kind of pulses. Nope, drop back down. You guys are doing so good. We are on the home stretch. We have 10 seconds left. How low can you go? Keep those squats low. One more, and rest. Whew. All right, here we go. Calf raises, and we're out of here, okay? 2 weights, heavy, heavy. Steps or the ground, whatever's more comfortable. Let's work those calves. Here we go, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower back down. Stay in control through that movement. Up as high as we can go, and then we're slowly lowering back down. We have our burnout move coming next, so we've got 1 minute of torture to finish off our workout today. We're gonna do squat jumps, which is a terrible way to end a glute and quad workout. Rest. But pain is beauty, my friends, so we're gonna do it, and it's only a minute. So I feel like we are strong and we will get through this. And if you don't wanna do a squat jump, or you can't because you're 7-8 months pregnant, I am going to show you our modification, and we're going to go into a squat with the front kick, or we can just squat it out, even just a knee raise, toe touch, knee tap, something to get that one leg up, okay? All right, even go into regular squats with a band around your thighs, that's good too, okay? 1 minute, guys. Squat jumps, we're sinking down, powering up off that floor, okay? Oh, your quads are gonna thank you. They're going to be so strong. Here we go, 5 seconds. We're in it for a minute, okay? 3, 2, 1. A minute actually of squat jumps is actually pretty hard, pretty terrible. Let's see how many we can get in, okay? If you have to modify part way through, you go ahead and do that. Go into those squats with that front kick. But if not, let's try to keep that tempo. You don't have to jump huge because you're gonna burn yourself out from the beginning. Get those feet off the floor, land nice and soft. Watch when you're landing. We're not buckling those knees in, okay? Still thinking about that form. We're almost there, guys. We're over halfway. You shouldn't be able to talk through this. We're almost there, okay? 20 seconds. Modification squat front kick, squat, front kick. If you can keep going with those squat jumps, keep going, guys. This is our last 8 seconds. Pick that tempo up, push through. 3, 2, 1. Holy smokes. That was a good one. Do your cool down. Think about those quads. Do some stretches for those. Think about your glutes. Do some stretching for those. Take that time, 5 minutes, 30 seconds to stretch. Whew, great job getting to your mats, guys.